When I'm creating a complex patch, I need a modulation source I can count on. One that gives me the waveform I need in the form I need it and don't mess around with no fancy stuff. When I need that LFO, I reach for the LFM by Kanam Music and Art. Now see folks, here's what I'm talking about. We put it on the oscilloscope and look at that pretty little waveform right there. See, I've got that set on the 1 volt setting, and that's about a 1 volt swing, peak to peak, down to 0, up to about a volt right there. But what if I want more than that? I can turn it up, and we can get about 4 volts. Swinging around, crazy as a hoedown in a Sunset Boulevard, whatever that is, I don't know. And then you can take it and you can turn it down, and you can turn it down, you can turn it down, you can have just a little swing right there. That's only like about 200 millivolts, and sometimes you want just a little bit. Or you can turn it up, and at the mid-range, it's about a volt. But that's not all. Those crazy people at Kanam Music and Art provide this little control right here. It's called bias, and what you can do is you can take your screwdriver, you can put it in there, and if you want the waveform to go through 0, you can do that. See, look at that thing going right there. And then you can take it all the way down. If you want to go down into below 0, you can do that. If you want to take it up and put it way up and up and up and up, and bias it somewhere else, you can do that too. By golly, it's just like magic. And then, if that wasn't enough, they provided us with an inverted output right there, and we can turn that on. And look, it's a mirror image, folks. It's so cute. Look at that. We can take that, and since one follows the other, we can turn the bias on that one and turn it down, and it'll mirror up, and then we can take that inverted waveform, and it has its own bias control. And we can take that, and we can get in there, and we can move it up and move it up and move it up. And look at that. You can make pretty patterns on the oscilloscope. I'm not saying that's what this is built for, but if you want to do it, I'm not going to say you can't. And if you turn the amplitude up, everything goes up. Look at that pretty right there. So you could have one thing doing one thing and one thing doing the exact opposite thing. And then there's another set of outputs that does the same thing with its own amplitude control. You can turn it down, you can get a little amplitude, get like that, or you can do big amplitude, anything you want in between there. You can slow way down, and there you can even turn this thing down so slow you can hardly even see it change on the scope. It can go down to about 1 cycle per minute, folks. It's for those long, sweeping, expressive pad sounds that we love so much. What does it sound like? Well, I'll repatch a little bit and show you. All right, folks, I've repatched this so that the non-inverted output is going into this Depfer module right here. Depfer, love those guys. Great work over there in Germany. This direct output is going to the filter frequency, and the inverted output is going to the VCA amount. Okay, so we turn this on, and there we can see I've got this set on the 1 volt scale, and that's 1 volt there. There's the straight waveform, and there's the inverted one. Now if I want to, I can turn the amplitude up, and it'll start going like that, or I can turn the amplitude down till there's just a little bit of effect. But if I want to, I can go like that, and then I can turn the bias up on the straight waveform, and the mirrored waveform will always follow the opposite direction, which means that if you turn the amplitude up, I have to turn that on to the next scale. It's so tall. I can bring that amplitude up. Bring the frequency up, or the opposite. And so on like that. So there you have it. So you might be wondering, the name is LF amp. Amp as in amplifier. LF as in low frequency, like low frequency oscillator, LF amp. What's the amp part? Sounds like you've been spouting a bunch of LFO stuff this whole video. Well, it's true. But I didn't show you that they included a nice little headphone amplifier on the right side of the module right there, the brushed aluminum part. It's just a headphone amplifier, line level amp, do whatever you want with it. It's got 2 inputs going in and 2 outputs coming out. But the right output, the one that says 2/mix, is a stereo jack, and you can plug your headphones right into it. And you can buffer out your whole line of audio ahead of time so that you don't have to worry about levels or anything. You just got one master volume control, done in one. One and done, I guess that's actually the way you say that. So anyway, if you want a basic LFO that can do variable amplitude and get that sound like exactly where you want it, and you want a good headphone amp, then reach for LF Amp by KM&A.